And alright, here we are. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the WolfQuest stream. It's been a little bit. Thank you guys for your patience. Lots of things happening for me IRL, most of which I can't talk about at the moment. Hold on. Okay, that's Koji. I didn't know if I had names on or not. But we are back. We are here with Puma and Koji, who are still doing good. I am definitely concerned because they are both quite old, and I'm not ready to have my heart absolutely broken when one of them ends up passing. But we'll see. There's a mule deer there. We're also playing on accurate. Oh, thanks for the resub, Rain. Yo. Oh my goodness, 16 months. Holy cow. Oops. That was not what I meant to hit, and there goes my air conditioner. It is, as always, fairly, well, not quite as always. It's actually been a little bit cool these past few days, but we're going right back to hot California temperatures, so my air conditioner's running again. But yeah, I love these two. I'm really, like, man, I love having the extended stories of WolfQuest 3, but it's also going to make it that much more painful when we end up moving between generations. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry your computer is having a fit, Rain. Mine always does that without fail on recording days. I mean, not every time, but whenever there's an update, it's always on a recording day, and it's always just like, hey, you have 15 minutes to save your stuff, and I'm gonna restart whether you want it to or not. I'm like, why? Why do you have to be like this? But I need to make sure we're finding food. I have to, like, try to think of where we left off. I know we just named the pups. We didn't see them this morning because oh, there's a beaver. Oh, it's running, darn it. Okay, that one's already gone back. Is there another one up ahead? There might be. No. Beavers are a good prey source, though. So, oh, there's one on the dam there, apparently. Okay. Which way is the wind blowing? Okay, this is a good direction. Beavers are a good food source, so if we can sneak up on them, if we can get closer, let's see a little bit. Oh no, there it goes. Okay, never mind. We crouched for a tiny bit, but it was not enough to get the damage boost. I guess Puma has better stamina than Maples. Oh, and we got kicked off there. Puma has a little bit better stamina than Maple, so we don't have to be quite as panicky about that. Oh, this is not going to end well, though. However, oh, we are getting attacked. Can I grab it before it goes fully back in the water? Okay, Koji, no! No! Alright, well, I was hoping that would be better. I'm going to stand and lurk around for a little bit. I think it's gone completely back in the lodge, though. Well, that sucked. Alright, yeah, because the thing is, Puma is at -3 health now, so we really have to be careful, because this is also accurate. So I think we're going to boost up some territory here. We're going to try to maybe hunt some hares along the way. I guess it's kind of good for that reason that Koji's come with us, because I think this is going to be our best chance at getting our food up, and I'm very scared we're about to have a hunger spiral because of this. Alright, I'm going to give this to Koji, because I don't think we want to try to risk another hunt there. Yo, welcome! Thanks for joining us. Yeah, this might be the run that actually makes me cry. I don't think I've cried over WolfQuest yet. I've definitely cried over other games on our channel. But yeah, this might be what does me in, finally. Ooh, hopefully you are able to get WolfQuest to run on our computer. It is a great game. And definitely recommend, but it do be a beefy one. You have False Spring. Yeah, we have the difference here is, I think we both have False Spring, but you just have False Spring before winter. I have False Spring that's actually just summer prequel. Is the situation out here. Oh, it's cold, then warm, then cold again. Yeah, yep. A lot of places are like that. Unfortunately, we just have cold, then hot, then marginally less hot, and then hot again. Oh, -3 health, yeah, to the stat. Not as a whole, no, that would be dead if that was what her actual health points were at. But her health stat is very low thanks to her having minus Elder Wolf stats. So I'm being very cautious with her. Opus Koji hunting, good job, bud. That's exactly what we wanted. I'm still gonna let Koji eat because it's generally harder to get food for the mates than it is to get food for yourself. So I'm gonna focus on letting Koji eat, and we'll make sure we get food for Puma as well. Rolled over to negative HP to live forever like in Pokemon. Is that an actual glitch in Pokemon? That's incredible. Oh my word. Yeah, that's what happens when you're when you do coding. That's what happens when you set it to check if a variable is equal to 0 instead of equal or lesser than 0. I speak from personal experience as well. Is this a beaver trail? No, this is just a stream bed, okay? I'm tempted to go after another beaver if we find one, but we need to be careful. Yeah, playing before the saga comes out is good. Get some practice in. I'm excited for when that happens. We'll have to see. I don't think we have too much info on it aside from the fact that they're working on it, so it'll be really interesting to see. Like, I feel like it's going to be kind of a big leap because right now we just have the Amethyst Mountain and Slough Creek episodes, so I think it was the last devlog where they were talking about how it's hard to release it incrementally, so it's going to be like, if they do release the entire loop at once, like it sounds like from that the plan was, that's gonna be kind of a big jump to have it suddenly swing around. And like I think if I'm remembering correctly, it was one of the devlogs where they said that because it's all those interlocking pieces, which makes sense. There's a lot of systems that all have to work together in this game, and it makes sense that it's not easy to separate them. Pokemon, if you use various Solarium Max HP number will on 1 hit point. It will try to adjust your HP to the new lower total, and it will just put you below 0. Oh my goodness. Is that current? Does that still work? Have they patched that out in more recent versions? Oh my word. Oh, that's incredible. Oh yeah, it would definitely be interesting to have pups in Lost River too. I think that's gonna be interesting for sure. I'm excited to see what that brings. Yes, lanky babies are gonna get lankier. Yeah, I don't know. Like it will be interesting too to see how they handle pups dispersing, because I imagine they'll have to, because otherwise, like, what, Puma's on something like 30 offspring now. At this point, so like obviously they can't all stick around, and it makes sense for them to disperse at some point. So I imagine they'll have dispersing in the game, and it'll definitely be interesting to see if they just have like in Shelter 2, the babies leave and then they go far away and you don't see them in the game world. It'll be interesting to see if WolfQuest handles it that way, or if your pups will stick around as potential NPCs you could bump into. Ooh, yeah, it will be interesting to see if single-player bison hunting becomes a thing, too. Because right now, that's something you can really only do in multiplayer, and even, well, not entirely. I have seen videos of some absolute mad lad hunting bison solo on easy, and I don't know how he did it. I mean, I watched him do it, and I still don't know how he did it. It looks hard. In fact, I've tried it afterwards, and I couldn't replicate what he'd done, so, like, goodness gracious. And unfortunately, I do not remember his username off the top of my head, but my gosh. Sir, if you ever happen to be watching this, yeah, good job. That's wild. My gosh, though. Apparently it's possible, but it's very, very hard. Lost River wasn't too scary until you realize the seasonal decorations show up out of nowhere. Oh my goodness, that's true. Who's putting up the decorations? Is there someone who just hikes back to Lost River a few times each year to change out the scenery? Oh no. Oh my goodness. I wonder what the largest wolf pack is or was. I believe the largest pack in Yellowstone, I'm pretty sure, was the Druid pack at the height of their the height of their kind of their glory days when the pack was doing really well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's been passed up now, but I'm pretty sure that was the case at one point. And I think they had over 20 wolves, and I'm pretty sure the largest pack, period, if I'm remembering right. Fact check me on these, because, like, I'm trying to recall knowledge that's rattling around in my brain somewhere, but who knows how long it's been since it got there. I believe the largest pack had over 30 wolves, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Soul Dreamers, that's who did it. Yep, goodness, what an absolute mad lad. Could not be me, or at least not yet. Druid pack had 37 members. Okay, so then I was, yeah, maybe... I think there was another pack that was bigger than them outside of Yellowstone at one point. There's a bison carcass, we're going for it. So maybe that other one... I don't remember. Yeah, I thought the druid said less than that, so maybe I'm remembering this wrong then. But yeah, definitely big. Plot twist, the decorations are put up by a huge squirrel. Oh my goodness. Let's see, let's go over here towards this carcass. It's not super far away. Are we headed towards, we are headed towards the carcass, or the territory that's down, so maybe we will mark that. I'm trying to keep an eye on our affinity, because on accurate that goes down very quickly. So we gotta be very careful there. Let's go this way. And I think we keep going this way. Oh yeah, the Yellowstone Wolfpack website. Yeah, I have used that site for reference before too. I think they have some pretty good info on there. Alright, are we clear? I think we're clear. There's just an eagle here. So whatever brought down this bison, unless it died of its own natural causes, is not still around, which is good news for us. Your pack's size will range between 2 and 37. For the sake of the WolfQuest developers, I hope they do not let us have 37 wolves. That would be an absolute nightmare to handle on the coding front, and I would not wish that on anyone. Handling large numbers of AI entities. Oh, right, we have a sick pup. Holy cow, I forgot. Whisper is sick. Oh my goodness. The pups were not out, so I did not remember that. Okay, we gotta get back then. Here I am running around the territory, just vibing my best life out here. Yeah, it's been a week since I played this game. That's a bull oak. Let's not crash into the bull oak. That would not be ideal. Do we mark? We need to mark this carcass though. Here, maybe your first letter insulting name so you don't get too attached. Oh no! Yeah, the thing about WolfQuest is it very much will just wreck you now. With the new pups are so darn cute, and that's a double-edged sword. There are disadvantages to this. Oh, that's a coyote. Hey, is that just a fox? I think that's just a fox. Well, let's actually get closer. Oh, growl time. Yeah, I didn't remember that either. Oh my gosh. Yeah, more, that one's more on me than on Puma. I think she was just distracted by how down the territory was. I feel like the cap will be 10, maybe 15. Yeah, it would be interesting to see. I know multiplayer caps out as 5, and to handle that, they introduced an insane number of stranger wolves, and the new stranger wolf attacks on the den are terrifying. I'm still gonna mark this while we're over here, by the way, because it would be not smart not to, but after that, we really need to get back. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. I don't know if that means predator attacks will get easier, or if they'll make the predator attack skill up in relation to that, but I do not know. We will have to see. Yeah, I don't know. It might be that everyone disperses eventually. I don't know. Maybe that's when they get turned into playable wolves. Honestly, and like this is me speculating, so do not take this as speaking for the team. Do not take this as me leaking info. This is me talking off the top of my head about things that I do not know and I'm just guessing on. I would guess that they're gonna have all or almost all of the pups disperse, and that's when they'll become playable wolves. That would be my guess, because that's what makes the most sense in my mind, is to play until your pups disperse, and then because the story picks up with a wolf dispersing, that's when they become playable. But that is 100% entirely my speculation. Do not quote that out of context. Do not take this as something that is set in stone or said by the team or anything. I'm not speaking for them. I'm just guessing based off of the way the game is currently set up right now. May depend on how many pups you have each year. It could as well. But honestly, like, even if you're keeping them until they're 2 years old and then they disperse, you're still gonna have them around for a good portion of the time, because the game starts out in fall, so if they disperse between spring and fall, you'll have most years you'll have either 2-year-olds or 1.5-year-olds hanging, or 2 to 2.5, or 1.5 to 2-year-olds hanging around. So, like, that's what makes sense to me. Yeah, I mean, they stick around for two years as per the game logic, which is based off of real wolves. So we'll see. We'll see. I really don't know. But let's feed these guys. We'll hang out a little bit and spend some time, especially with Whisper, who does look to have a black coat. So hopefully that works to her favor with the disease resistance. But we'll see. We're gonna just hang out and play with these guys for a bit, and then we do have to sleep. We're getting tired. The one thing that I thought would be peaceful now is gonna give me anxiety. Because at this point, either Puma or Koji could end up just dying at some point. They are both 8 years old. So now sleeping is an anxiety attack as well. Oh, goodness. Not all wolves disperse at 2 years old. True, and they do have dispersals that range from 2 to 4 years old, I think, is the range for dispersals. So it could be that some of them stick around longer. Again, pure speculation. I don't know. Imagine if this game had mods. Oh, my goodness. Someone would mod in frickin' Thomas the Tank Engine. Can you imagine? I don't... Oh, my goodness. I feel like that was a joke on some official WolfQuest site about that's why they don't, like, I feel like that might have been, like, I don't know. Now I feel like I saw that particular reference somewhere, and it might have been, like, an official thing, or an official joke about why they didn't want mods or something. I don't remember. But people would, is the point. People would. Theirs are all Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh my gosh, I can, and now all I can see is the frickin' Foundry Thomas the Tank Engine with a mustache and glasses. Alright, we're on break here. For those of you guys who don't understand that reference, there's an online tabletop game thing that has a Thomas the Tank Engine meme in it, and it's a jump scare, let's put it that way. But I'm also getting a bit immunized to it at this point. Alright. We have to sleep, I'm afraid. And there's a lot of anxiety-inducing things about that. Whisper's at 67%. Both of us are elder wolves. Let's hope this goes okay. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Phoenix, even if it's just for a bit. Alright. Are we good? I don't hear any sort of scary music. No pop-ups. Koji's fine. We didn't have any weird dreams. Whisper's at 48, but we have to sleep again. Everybody's... I didn't check how full they were on food. Alright, we're gonna sleep again. I am big anxiety. It's raining. I don't hear any bad music. I don't know if there's any music notification if your mate dies. Alright, we're good. Let's move these guys back in the... Yeah, I had a feeling there would be something. There almost always is. Alright, disaster averted for now. Please go in the den, White Fang. Koji's poking around that way. There we go. Ah, it's you. Get. Oh, 2. Oh, no, I thought that was... Okay, that was not the dominant female. Yep. 8. There's a storm blowing in by the sound of it, but we need to go boost up some Did we move the wrong scent post? Because I swear that we... Okay, I was distracted. Maybe we moved the wrong scent post. Okay, we do need... Oh, gosh. Alright, I'm gonna take Koji. We're gonna go get some food. Let's get some food. We'll send Koji back, and then we'll mark some territory. If the... Oh, okay. The jittering screen scared you because you thought it was wobbling into a dream scene. Oh, goodness, yeah. Yeah, it wiggles a little bit sometimes. Okay, we're going to food first. I have to, like, get my brain back because it's been too long since I've played WolfQuest. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Yeah, no, I know that an elder wolf mate can end up passing away. I think it's always a peaceful death, but, unless you have permadeath on and something actually happens in game. But I don't know if there's any sort of warning for it or if you just, like, get a notification when you wake up, so I'm incredibly paranoid at this point in time. The pups are up to almost 10 pounds, well, 9 pounds, I guess. Not very many of them are past 9. And we also need to go fast because we want to spend some time with Whisper here. But I am going to send Koji back after this because we do need to stay on top of the territory. Again, like, everybody always asks me why I don't drop everything to prioritize staying with a sick pup. The fact is, if we do that, then the territory drops, and that, to me, is a much bigger risk considering we just dealt with a stranger wolf attack. Oh, so it actually doesn't work when sleeping for sure. That's good to know. There was a debate over that for a while, but yeah, from what I know, it doesn't. So, yeah, it definitely seems... Okay, this is Coyotes. You guys can leave. This is ours. Y'all can get. Yeah, you're not picking this fight. It's a stupid fight to pick. Alright. Oh... I don't know if that makes it better or if it makes it more sad. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that there's at least a notification so you know what happened. Hey, time for a woo. And Storm, apparently. Okay, we're full. Koji's finishing food. Alright, I'm gonna let him eat a little bit more. And then we're gonna send him back. And hopefully he will hang out with the pups for a bit so they don't totally drop an affinity. That's a fox, okay. Koji's eating. Okay, there's a notification. That's good, at least. I'm glad they at least tell you. If they didn't tell you, like, man, that'd just be heartbreaking. Oh, goodness. Are you're good enough, so let's go back home. There we go. Are you... That's not our den, Koji. Okay, he's figured it out. He's got it figured out. Let's actually mark the proper I guess we marked the wrong territory because I wasn't looking at the HUD. This bodes well, I'm sure. Let's go here. Oh, let's go over here. We'll mark some territory. All right, I don't know where that scent post is, but we're moving it so that it's closer. Yeah. He's doing his best. He's doing his best. Yeah, I hope, like, I hope we make it to at least near the end of the litter. I'm gonna try, like, there is technically a tactic where you just don't sleep ever and thus don't die, but I'm not gonna push it to its limits. I'm gonna, like, sleep when it makes sense to sleep unless it's, like... we're right at the end or something, and then in that case, heck this, I'm not... If we are between 19 and 20 pounds, then yeah, no, maybe I will go without sleeping, but if it's earlier than that, like, I'm not gonna push the game to its limits and do something that doesn't make sense for the game or the characters. So, yep, not sleeping is also risky in and of itself. So it's not something that I want to do unless, like, it actually makes sense in character. Because I think it would make sense. That scared me. I think it would make sense for Puma to want to see things through if she's really close to the end or something. But other than that, like, you know, when it's time, it's time. You don't really get to choose that. So that's how I'm handling that, just in case anyone is curious, because... often on YouTube, I'll get people asking why I don't always do the most optimized thing for a particular outcome. And that's why, usually. I tend to play for what makes sense for the characters most of all, but also for the game as well. The game did go fleas and jump scared us. Coach, you only get off my property. I get out of my territory. Stay off my lawn. Oh my goodness. Every pop-up is terrifying in Elder Wolf games. I'm learning this. I think this is in the hex we need to go to here. But man, yeah, these two have genuinely been, like, such a power couple. Like, I love them so much. They have had a heck of a story, and, like, it's definitely... I love having more time to get attached to the characters. Like, as much as I love the old game, it was so darn short. I think our main series were 20 episodes in general, like... And, like, I've speedrun this game. You can easily get it. You can easily finish the old game in under 20 minutes. So, like, I love that we have more time now. Goodness. Alright, let's see over here. We got 1 or 2 more hexes to mark. I think we'll mark this one, too, while we happen to be here. They are absolutely icons. That's a moose. Glad I looked where I was going. I was watching chat. That's gonna be how I die one of these days. My first death in a WolfQuest game, I'm calling it. It's either gonna be was looking at chat and not paying attention to game events, because that's how I've almost died like 3 times, or I'm gonna just fall off a cliff, because I also don't see cliffs on a regular basis, and I'm amazed that I haven't launched Poor Maple yet, and it's now Puma is at grave risk of this as well, and that would definitely, like, I'm at this point, I feel like I don't mean this in a bragging sense, but I think I'm pretty good at this game. I never contemplated that for the longest time, and then I started, like, realizing I've not actually died in this game on camera ever, and now I've realized that the flip side of this means that whenever it finally happens, aside from, like, dying of old age, it's going to be the most stupid way possible. So if I'm cracked at WolfQuest, the trade-off for this is that whenever I do die, it's gonna be something absolutely ludicrous that I should not under any means have died to, and that's the trade-off of this. I get to look cool at every moment until I die. Oh, we ran too far for the scent post there. It's a wonder I haven't launched Poor Maple. That is how it feels. Like, I have got the only thing that saved me is my paranoia. The day that I get overconfident is the day that it's all over. Hey, very nice. Yeah, it's definitely, like, I start to feel that when I'm like when I haven't died often or I don't lose a lot of pups, like, you just know that when it happens, it's gonna be something that's you just know that it's gonna be something that's memorable for all the wrong reasons. Is kind of how it feels. So, I would be a good wolf, maybe. Oh my goodness. Hey, welcome, Dragon. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you're able to hop in. I know I've seen you around a few times. We are finally back with Puma, so we're gonna see how this goes, though, because this is her Elder Wolf litter, and so that means that I exist in a state of paranoia. I'm gonna get water while we're here, because we're not full on food. I went very far into the water to get a drink. Okay, let's just stick her entire upper half into the water. This is fine, I'm sure. That's a whole cougar. How about you don't lurk near my den? How about you don't? Yeah, you swim your butt right back across that lake. Mm-hmm. Let's bring back some food for Koji, too, because I bet he has been feeding the pups. And did they all go in the den, maybe? No, we're just not close enough, okay. And then we need to spend time with Whisper, which is good because we have half a sleep meter left, so we can do that. We can push sleeping for a little while today, reasonably, because it makes sense. But let's call Koji over. He's gonna woof the babies in the den when we do. I just want to make sure he gets to eat too, because yeah, he's at 98, so hopefully he will eat this. We'll see. He died once by a bison. You're supposed, and it came out of nowhere and killed you. Oh no! Yeah, bison are the other scary thing, because they can just one-shot you. So yeah, that's the other thing that I'm like, oh, this could definitely be something that kills me. Hello, Lupin. Thanks for joining us. Oh my goodness, yeah. WolfQuest does have some meme potential. Oh, rain to snow, I guess. Oh no. Yep. Oh, you're low health and low stamina, and strange wolves kept killing you. Yeah, I am still astonished that we made it out of Stranger Wolf territory with Maple that one time, because, man, I was sitting there going, oh, this is it. This is where the run ends. We're done. There's no coming back from this. It's just over. And somehow, by some miracle, it was not. I do not know how we got a second chance there, but I'm not gonna take it for granted, and I'm glad we were able to survive. Thank you, Dragon. Yeah, that's true as well. I think the downside to large group, I think that's the reason that large fandoms get a bad rep a lot of the time, is because there's always going to be people who there's always going to be people who are not handling themselves well in any group of people. But the thing is, the percentage of people who don't handle themselves well is gonna go up when you have a large group, or the percentage doesn't go up, but there's just gonna be, statistically, if there's more people, there's more of any given percentage. So that's, I think, why large fandoms get a bad rep, because those people then find each other and cause chaos together, rather than one or two people causing chaos quietly in the corner of a small fandom. So I think that's why large fandoms develop reputations more easily. Whisper, oh my goodness, no. You of everyone do not need to be in the den right now. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like, again, a large fandom is not by default going to be worse than a small fandom. It's just likely to have more people who are not gonna play well with others, I guess. Well, no worries, Lupin. Thank you for joining us. Get some rest if you need it, for sure. Yeah, mooses do be angry. Oh, yep. I think bison, I've been told at least the bears can just one-shot you even if your health is higher. I don't know if bison can too, but I would not be surprised, on accurate at least. It's the scariest thing in WolfQuest for you. Multiplayer hordes of stranger wolves is a very valid response, Rain. That, and yes, sickness as well. Sickness is definitely one of the more difficult aspects of the game, I think. I understand why it's there, but it leans so heavily into RNG that just makes it difficult, and I say that as one of our puppies is currently sick, so I'm just, like, hoping that goes well. Oh yeah, eagles are also very scary now that the pups all just scatter. Are you guys— no, Whisper! No, my goodness! They're tired, is I think what's happening. Yeah, they're not that tired even, but I just don't want them going completely back in the den right now. Bison are scary too, yeah. And bears, I think out of all of the predators, my favorite is now the cougars, because they don't one-shot puppies, but they also— Speaking of, who goes there? Y'all, let's hurry and get in the den. They're not super persistent, they don't one-shot pups, they don't one-shot you, they're just a little bit better off. But we do have one creeping up on us right now, so we're going to send the pups back in the den. Where'd you go? I see you, Hecker. Go take another swim. Leave. You do not hide well in the snow. So... oh no, the spirit of Peregrine is haunting you with elk rendezvous sites attacks. Oh no! Yeah, that was such a bizarre thing to have continue to happen, and it has left me a little bit scarred. Yeah, eagles did go from easiest predator to the hardest. They definitely did. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot about sickness that is difficult. I think because it's an abstract, that can be hard. Because it's RNG, it can be hard. I think if you guys have concerns about the sickness system, because I often have gotten people who voice concerns and are like not understanding, the best thing you can do if you take issue with that or any other aspect of the game is, and you feel like it's not working in a way that's intended, or it's not, if you have feedback on how a system works, there is the feedback window. You can send in feedback. It's not just for bug reports. You can send in either of those. So if you have feedback on a system, because I often have people who give feedback in my comments, and as much as like I can't do anything about that. I don't mind you guys talking about it, but like I do not have any power to do that. So it's better to submit feedback to the WolfQuest team themselves with that. Right now, Whisper is sick. We're kind of just hanging out with her because she's on 15%, so we're trying to wait on sleeping. I don't know how much longer we can wait, but we're gonna hang out for a little bit longer. Oh, you had an eagle attack during a flooded den. That's the worst as well, either when you're moving or when you're starting a move. Whenever you get forced out of a den and predators attack, that's just the most terrifying thing. Oh no. Yeah, I don't actually know how spike elk compare to cow elk, but I still don't hunt either of them. Unless it's like the really weak cows in springtime. Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm glad that they added sickness tips to the help blog. That's really good as well. Yeah, they do generally do pretty well with listening to player feedback too, and I think that's the thing too. When you're a game dev, it's hard to explain. Oh, Koji's down. I thought Koji was up on the rock for a second there. It's a little hard to explain, but like when you're developing a game and you're looking purely at the technical aspects, you tend to be thinking about how it's all going to work, and then you oftentimes the most valuable input is, bro, are you kidding me? You're joking. This hecker. Am I actually gonna have to end this cougar's life? No, there, he's finally gonna launch an attack. He has tried. This is the third time that he's tried to attack us like this. He just kept coming back even after we chased him off. Alright, get out of here, you fool. Where'd you go? Yep, leave. Get! Your flea meter is full. Get! I'm trying to talk about game development. Now leave. There we go. That nonsense is now done with. Was his health even lower than the last time he was here? Alright, I guess he must have picked a fight with something else along the way. Now that that's done with, I guess what I'm saying is when you're developing something, it's easy to, when you understand its mechanics, it's hard to understand how they're gonna read to someone else, which is the same thing. It's the same reason, like with writing, when I have something written, I might think it's fine, or more often than not, I think it sucks, and I need someone else to tell me that it's not as bad as it feels like. But you don't have that objective perspective on it anymore because you've been looking at it so many times. And so that's why feedback is so valuable for creative endeavors. Even gaming is a creative, even game development is a creative endeavor, even though it feels like more of a logic-y code thing sometimes. But that's why feedback is important. So I definitely encourage you guys to send in feedback if you have thoughts on a certain aspect of the game or whatever, because the devs are good at responding to feedback. And Whisper, I swear, please, I'm literally begging you. But that's why, that's the TLDR with this is please send in feedback if you have it, because the devs can't react to something that they don't even know exists. So it's always good to send in your feedback. Worst thing that happens is the devs decide they're going in a different direction and aren't gonna look at it and, or not look at it, aren't gonna make any changes or whatever. But it's still valuable to have. Are you the only one who's not that scared of bears? You can usually deal with them. Yeah, I mean, 90% of the time for me, nothing happens. So, like, maybe the fear is a little overrated. But at the same time, like, I still just worry about the small amount of percentage when it does happen. So, yeah, it was stranger wolves, I think, that attacked with Peregrine. Whisper, goodness! Alright. Oh, we have to sleep anyway. This... We have to sleep anyway, so we're gonna deal with that in a minute. T-shirt quote. Maybe thinks Puma's a real Puma. It was the coyote attack. Okay, because I know we lost a pup to stranger wolves and we lost a pup to coyotes, and I couldn't remember which was which. Old lady fight me, get off my lawn. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Whisper goodness. Sounds like a dessert brand. Alright. Well, we have to do the anxiety attack that is sleeping once again, so we're gonna do that. And I don't even know what to hope at this point. We'll see. It's out of our hands right now, but our energy is not workable right now, so we need to do this. Oh, goodness. Okay. This seems like normal dreams. Oh, that's a good sound. Well, that's not a normal dream, but it's one that... It's not a good dream, but it's one that I've seen. Alright. Alright. Whisper's healthy. Good. Koji is fine, I think. Koji's alright, right? Yep, he's good. Alright, we do need to sleep again. Oh, please don't lure them. No, I'm gonna move them back in the den for a second here. Because we do have to sleep again. And I'm gonna let the pups spend the night in the den right now because Whisper's at 21% health. So, Ezra, oh, he's eating. Okay. Oh, Koji did feed them. Alright, I'll call them out, we'll let them eat. I'll get some water, and then we'll feed them, because I think their health goes up faster when they're full too. I would imagine it does, at least. I'm just extrapolating. But, the reason that I want them to stay in the den is because Whisper is still vulnerable right now if she remains low health, so we want her to be able to get some rest. I'm glad she's okay. Aw, thank you for the compliment on the emotes, too. I need to sit down and make some more of them, but that's kind of backburnered compared to other things at the moment. Eventually, but not at this moment. I'll see you later, Spirit. Thank you for joining us. Alright, Ezra's full. Most of these guys are full. Oh my goodness, yeah. I go back and forth between doing pixel art and normal art. Sometimes I do pixel art, and it just takes some messing with it. Honestly, it also takes practice, and studying like other games and things is very helpful. How other people have done pixel art, that's mostly how I end up doing my pixel art, is like looking at techniques other people have used and trying to determine how I can apply those techniques in my own style. Alright, but thank y'all. Y'all are really sweet. But I'm gonna let them rest. We're gonna sleep again. Do we still have a carcass? We do not. Oh yeah, we ate like the whole thing the last time. Okay, here we go again. I always have such big anxiety. And it's still raining. I don't think... Does the den flood when the pups are in there? I don't know. I've not heard any scary music. Alright, Koji's fine. We're fine. We didn't know weird dreams. Everything's normal. Whisper's up to 53% health. Thank goodness. Alright, we're gonna try to do one more day here before we end off the stream. Let's see. I don't think... No, we can't feed him. I just want to make sure that the den is not flooded. Alright. Let's send him back in for now, because I do kind of want Koji to come with us. We have a lot of territory to mark. We're going to try to do most of it solo, and we're going to try to have a bit of a long day if we can. We want to try to make sure we're taking care of the territory. All right, let's eat. We'll let Koji eat, actually. What was it? Oh, you think it does flood? Oh, that was what that was. You think it does flood when you're sleeping and they just come out of it? Okay, possibly. Yeah, I always feel like I've had it happen because I sleep with the pups in the open. So I always feel like the floods have happened when the pups aren't in it, but maybe that is something that can happen. I've just never experienced it. You're raising your Gen 3 and they're almost 20 pounds. Nice. Good luck with your runt. Hopefully that does not take too much longer. Yeah, we have many generations in WolfQuest here, and our puppies are up to past 10 pounds, so we're about a third of the way there. Let's go over here. Where's the wind direction? Okay, so it's coming from this way. We're gonna see if we can try to catch some beavers while we're over here. Koji did. I don't know if the mates can drink water like that. I've not seen them do it, but I also am not known for paying the most attention in the world, so go figure. I don't know. I think the beavers are right over here. Right? No, they're further this way. Okay. That's the lake. I was like, where are we? I got a little turned around for a moment. I, in general, know this map pretty well, but this weird little area of McBride is not somewhere I spend a lot of time most of the time. All right, more food. Food for Koji. That's a moose. We're not going to get mauled by the moose, so let's leave this hair here. Yeah, we're on Gen 5 for our main generation. I know, the one that we've had running on there, but we were starting other generations now too, so it's gonna get harder and harder to keep track of. Oh my goodness. Alright, dodge the moose, go way around here, see if we can find any beavers, because these guys are a good source of food if you can avoid, like, completely getting destroyed by them. Which is not as easy as I would like it to be. Does Koji have lowered stats too, I wonder? I don't think there's any way to check, but it does say Elder Wolf by his name, so he might have lowered stats as well. It just occurred to me, I don't know if the lowered stats affect mates or not. Let's see, are there any beavers around here? This is a good place to find them. There are, okay. Let's, wait, we actually do want to be on this side. Can we get closer? Koji, be careful. Be careful, Koji. All right, go get him. Try to get him. We got the attack, so that's good. All right. Oh, he's trying to bite Koji. Oh, he's down. He's just down. Then. We obliterated that man apparently. Let's get some food for ourselves here. 79%. We should let Koji eat a fair bit too, though. All right, Koji, you can have the rest of that. Could check in the main menu. Yeah, we'd have to see probably after this. But the thing is, I don't know if the stat penalties actually show, because when you modify your stats, it doesn't show up on the family tree, because, it's technically not genetic. Sorry, I thought I heard weird music. It's technically not genetic. We're going the wrong way. And I'm actually going to send Koji, no, we're going to keep hunting with Koji a little bit longer. Because it's not genetic, it doesn't show up on your stats, I'm pretty sure. Aw. Yeah, we just completely demolished that beaver. Alright, I want Koji to eat more so that he's pretty full, because he always feeds the pups when he goes back, which is good, but it means that he then doesn't ever have food. Koji, eat please. There you go. He's laying down to take a nap. I'm like, sir, please, dinner's on the table. Alright, right over this way, I think. Where the heck? Oh, we have to cross the river. That's why I'm confused. It's the ones that are down here. Ugh. Don't like big swim. Let me out! There we go. Alright. Right over here. And I think, hopefully, we'll be able to... Yeah, I think this should be... We should be able to mark the territory down here. Elders do tend to... Yeah, maybe he's just tired. I don't know if he was... Oh, no, I mean, I guess I never saw him as a lazy wolf. But you can't ever tell what the personality specifically is. I bet we can drink more water. Bet we can drink more water, right? Yep, hydrate or dihydrate, kids. Alright, let's go over here. But I don't know if they rest more when they're older. I never know, because, like, WolfQuest is pretty darn detailed. I swam across the river for no reason. Yay! I never know in what areas WolfQuest is detailed, though, because they do go the extra mile in a lot of ways, but not in every way, so I never know. Yeah, it would be interesting if the age-adjusted personality somewhat. I don't know if it does or not. Oh my goodness. I don't think most animals have hair loss due to old age the way that a lot of people do. I know that they do go gray, like my dog got very gray around her muzzle as she got older, compared to the time when she was a lot younger, but I don't know if animals tend to have fur loss in the same way that humans tend to have hair loss as they get older. Oh. Here's hoping that your WolfQuest mate lives for a while. I don't know if the mates can make it to 9 or not either. African wild dogs lose their fur as they age. Huh, that's interesting. I'll have to look that up then, because I've never heard that. It would be fun. Yeah, I would love it if we had like a size slider, or even if it was tied. I know in the old game it was tied to your strength stat, but it would be nice to have, because like even with the elements wolves, some of them are very differently sized than the others. Okay, I'm just gonna see there is a beaver here. Okay, we're gonna try and hunt this again because we did not lose much health the last time. Koji, please. There we go. Koji gets a little overeager with some of these beaver hunts. But yeah, adjusting size would be fun because like, can you imagine how fun that would be for like the elements pack where you have all these different wolves? Because I know Blaze is a very big boy. It would be very fun to see. Okay, huh? Maybe some animals do though. I guess I just haven't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's as much of a thing or not. I guess it could be, and maybe I've just not encountered it. Ooh. Or maybe it's less obvious. All right. Oh, should have held on a little bit longer. Ow! I bit just in time to take big damage. That's fun. All right. All right. Ooh. Eat. Let me bite. Puma at least has better stamina. All right, there we go. This is always very difficult with Maple because she has such little stamina. Okay, Koji, please eat most of that. There we go. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Yeah, I can understand why Sims doesn't have that, but it would be a cool addition. Like, technically, it is a difficult thing to accomplish. Koji, where are you going, Koji? Koji? Is he? Okay. He's going home, okay. Is he? Yeah, he got interested in something on his own, but we want him to head back now, so... The heck is happening down here, though? The heck is happening down here, though? Alright, we still have our scent post here. I don't know if somebody's been claiming this, or if it's just, like... Alright, yeah, this is the scent post. Well, we're gonna claim it all the way back up. I don't know if somebody was down here claiming it or not, though. Now I'm gonna be nervous. But yeah, it's one of those things that would be a cool addition, but is technically tricky, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Because you'd have to, like, make all the animations very, very dynamic, and that's not easy, technically. So it's one of those things where it would be hard to accomplish, but very cool to see. Someone is up to something in our territory. I suspect so. Big sus. Very big sus. Oh, huh. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's really cool that one of your professors leads a wild dog tracking program. That's neat. Yeah, I guess that could be too. Yeah, that would make sense as well, that maybe we don't see as many age-related traits in wild animals because generally they don't live as long. There can be exceptions to that, but the wild is not a nice place a lot of the time. It is a very harsh and hostile place. And, yeah, it does mean that a lot of wild animals live shorter lives just due to how difficult it can be to survive. Oh yeah, Limpy would be interesting too. I don't know. That was definitely a really cool customization to have in the old game as well. And I led to, like, that was one of my favorite plot customizations that we ended up having. It ended up being a really cool trait to have because it led to some very cool moments. White lady lived to be 12. Yeah, that's pretty old for a wild wolf in Yellowstone. Or for a wolf in... I think captive wolves do live longer than that, but yeah, that is a pretty impressive age. All the get off my lawn jokes they're so strong right now. They're so strong with chat right now. Whoever was up to things in our territory may have given up on it. I hope so. I very much hope so. Alright, we're gonna go down here. Got a little bit time before we're completely exhausted. So, Yeah, I remember them mentioning that Limpy was difficult because now the IK system is a lot more advanced. Again, that's what I was saying about static versus dynamic animations. Now, when we're going up and down hills and not crashing into bison, you can see the wolf's paws actually, like, line up well with the terrain. Whereas in the old game, it was a static animation, and the game would try to adjust the angle a little bit, but it didn't completely match up the paws the way that it does. That's what an IK system is. It helps the 3D body match the... I didn't even have to cross the river again. Why do I keep swimming when I don't need to? I'm suffering. But yeah, so that's why that's difficult, because how does the limpy leg interact with the terrain? It's a technically challenging, although very cool concept. So that's kind of what they're talking about with that sort of thing. Yeah, I think Grizzer, I don't remember, I know that was more recent that Grizzer passed away, but yeah, he was pretty old as well, I think. He was, the International Wolf Center wolf, so he was, in captivity. Oldest Yellowstone wolf lived up to 12 and a half, that sounds about right, yeah. And that is pretty old for a wild wolf. Nice work, Dragon, congratulations. Ooh, that's awesome, Lupin. Wow. Oh, that's really cool. Nice. Congrats, Dragon. That is very, very cool. Good work on getting your pups to 20 pounds. All right, let's head up this way. We're pretty close. Yeah, it makes sense. Well, because there's a high mortality rate for pups as well, and for young wolves, because there's always a big learning curve, and that's always the case in the wild, because you have things like predators, you have young animals that are trying to learn how to survive, not all of them are going to figure it out, so there's always a higher mortality rate for young animals, because it's just a very challenging time of life. But then I believe it kind of stables out in the middle years and then picks up again as the animal starts to get older. Oh, wow. Yeah, I imagine lions would be harder to tell apart because wild dogs at least have, like, the distinctive markings that are different for each one. Lions, there's subtle differences, but they're much more subtle, I'm pretty sure. Aw. I'm glad you're happy to be here. Alright, Angora, please don't go all the way away. Why are you over here? Ma'am? Ma'am? Hello? You know, the vibes are off. I just am gonna check. I'm just gonna check. I'm a little bit of a paranoid parent, but we had that big cougar attack there. Well, that really, that wasn't a big cougar attack. I won't give it the credit of being a big cougar attack because it very was not, but we did have a cougar that was incredibly persistent and wouldn't leave us alone. Alright, I think we're fine. Cougar is very not returned at the moment, at least. But let's call the pups out. We'll play with them. We'll feed them. Or did Koji already feed them? Koji already fed him. All right. And then we will sleep one more time before, well, a couple more times before we wrap up the episode because, yeah, if anything happens, it will be at the end here, I guess. Yeah, protective wolf mama instincts indeed. All right, let's play with these guys a little. They've been back with Koji for part of this, so the affinity is not as low as it could be, but we will see. I'm just a little, well, I think I'm just preemptively anxious for needing to sleep again. Normally sleeping is like the one time when you can kind of take a breather and chill out. But no, now that's anxious too. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, you had to use whisker spot patterns. They didn't have scars or mane colors, different mane colors or lengths. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, I feel like it would be hard to identify a lot of wild animals just because, like, you also can't get up, like, a lot of the time when animals have distinct features, they're really noticeable. Like, Sierra had one white toe and claw, and that was a really distinct feature, but because she was a domestic animal, we were easily able to see it. Whereas with a wild animal, you're not going to get to see the details like that most of the time. Okay, where's everyone? There's Ezra. Everybody chilling for now. Alright. I think it's gonna probably tell us to stop socializing soon. anything in the distance. That's just the tree branch, I think. Alright, yep, it's told us to stop socializing. So in that case... Oh, Whisper's over there. I was like, wait a minute. Alright, let's sleep then. You know, I'm gonna send... No. What's our fleet load at? 42. I think it's worth moving at some point, so I'm going to have everybody sleep in the den tonight. Just to be extra safe, because if something does happen, the thing is we do need to be mindful too, because if something suddenly happens to Koji, which I really hope not, we need to keep in mind that we could have a predator attack that we have to handle completely solo, and that may or may not go well. So I think it's wise to keep the pups in the den overnight and from now on if we can. And much anxiety. Very big anxiety. I don't hear any scary sounds yet. Okay, Koji's alright. Let's sleep again. No scary sounds or dreams. Alright. Alright. It's raining again. Alright. Okay, everybody's good, but the fleas are not. 54%, so we gained about 10% from having everyone sleep in the den for the night. Good to know. You. Where is this fool? Just on a whim. Oh, you're not. I'm actually surprised. You're getting creative for once. Alright, let's keep the pups in the den. See up above the den? Could be. Could be. I don't smell things. Are you up here? Sometimes they do pop up here. My guess is maybe. Potentially. No, I don't see. Alright, we need to get back to the den before the pups start wandering out of it. Where is this fool? Hidey boy. Alright, and the wind is in an unhelpful direction. That's just a hair. Goodness. Koji, are you good? Did you find it? Koji's looking. Is that over here? No? Oh my goodness. Incredibly aggravating cougars. Incredibly aggravating cougars. Where did this fool go? Bruh. Bruh. Koji's not found him. Oh my goodness. He wouldn't be. He's not swimming, is he? No. Bruh. Bruh. And I'm gonna, like, look at this cougar and he's gonna run. I'm calling it now. I'm going to make eye contact for 0.5 seconds and this man is gonna flee into the... Get... Oh, maybe you're not. Oh, nope. Yep, there it goes. What did I tell y'all? Alright, well, on that note, I think we are going to go ahead and wrap this up here, though. Yeah, they can be across the river, apparently, but that one was just really not. We're just having a hard time with this guy, I guess. Can he hang out in front of the den until he decides to show his face? The thing is, he'll often stay crouched further away, so it's not advisable. But yeah, so that, it seems like they raised about 2 pounds this time, too, which is good. But we are going to go ahead. We'll leave this off here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and drop a follow at the JZX535 channel on Twitch so that you can catch us when we're next going live. But I will see you guys next time, and until then, this is Jay, over and out.